Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, Amelia. How are you guys this morning? No, you're not late. I mean, you're not early. I'm late on purpose. I was kind of wanting to just blow this account. I just took two stupid trades. I kind of just wanted to blow the account and go on about my life, which I'm probably going to do today and take tomorrow off since tomorrow's my last day here. And I kind of don't feel like waking up to trade, but we'll see. Um, I'm exhausted. My phone was dead most of yesterday, or almost dead. Yes, almost dead all of yesterday. Um, I had an amazing birthday. Um, but yeah, I literally was just about to blow the accounts and tell y'all in Discord, like, hey, see y'all Monday. I'm just, yeah. No, ooh, not the trenches. No, honestly, it's really hard doing this with no mouse, number one, and without like my monitors. So, but yeah, I'll tell you guys about my day yesterday. I have to post pics in Discord later because the pics are not on my phone. Uh, oh, I got a couple of pics of dinner. But yeah, so we went to this place called Otherworld. And so when we first walked in, I just thought it was like a place where a whole bunch of high people just created some psychedelic shit. And it was really cool, I'm not gonna lie. But then one of the employees came and was like, "So are you guys doing the puzzles?" I'm like, "What puzzles?" We had no idea it was puzzles. And we had only discovered maybe like 25% of the place anyway. Um, so then we found out like that all of these rooms, there was like a ton, it had to be at least maybe 20 rooms. All of these rooms had clues. So there's like a final puzzle at the very end, but there's four different rooms where you can solve something that you need for the final puzzle. But each of those four rooms had four clues that you had to find in four different rooms. So you had to go to four different rooms to find clues for one room, and that one room would give you one of the four pieces for the final puzzle, essentially. Baby, we was in there for almost 3 hours. Oh, we had so much fun. It was so much fun. Um, and then after that, we went to Chuck E. Cheese for some pizza for lunch because it was pretty close to. It was only like maybe two, three, mm, 3 hours from when we needed to leave to go to dinner. So it's funny because when we were leaving out of Chuck E. Cheese, the lady was she was like, "Y'all don't have a chow with y'all?" No, we just came here for lunch. Thanks. So yeah, we had Chuck E. Cheese for lunch, which was so fun. Um, and then we went to this place called Steak 48 for dinner, and it was amazing. Very like high class type of restaurant. The food was so good, like so good. Um, yes, 3 hours. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was so fun. Oh yeah. So right when I got off the stream, these were given to me. He came at the door singing with Stevie Wonder's Happy Birthday playing, and I got all these balloons and a really cute cake, which we couldn't even eat the cake last night because I had at the Steak 48 place since it was my birthday. They gave me this. It's like a yellow cake, and it had caramelized pecans on there, I think, and it had some caramel and something else on it. It was so good. And then it was ice cream like on top of it as well. It was super rich. I ended up eating maybe half of it, um, but I ate all the ice cream from it or whatever. but it was so good. So yeah, I had no room for the cake that he got me. So we'll eat that today. And we got back at like 11:30. We were exhausted. So exhausted. Oh yeah. So after dinner, he took me to Love Park so I could take pictures there. And then, huh? It didn't come through. Oh, hold on. Can you do it again? It's probably because my phone was on Do Not Disturb. But it should have still came through because you got it bypassed. Good morning, One Stop Trader. Good morning, good morning. Thank you. I really did. Um, yeah, he's trying to send me a picture, but they're not coming through on AirDrop. But yeah, so he took me to Love Park. It's so funny it was because it was Wednesday, obviously. Like we walked downtown for probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and he took me into the subway because I was like, oh, I've never been to a subway before or in a subway before because I told him like I've never even taken public transportation really. I think maybe one time I was in Atlanta, I took the Martyr bus or whatever it's called, but that's really about it. Like I don't and so I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go down there because it's kind of scary. Like when I think about when I think about subways, I think about two things: a bunch of rats and really a whole lot of dirtiness. No offense to people who take subways. And number two, I think about the part on the whiz where the part of the um, but yeah, I think of the part of the whiz where they're in that subway, and yeah, that's kind of scary. So I don't like subways. So yeah, we went down there. There was nobody down there, so it was pretty cool, and it actually was pretty clean. That's what we did when we walked downtown. Then that's when after that we got in the car. He took me to Love Park, took pictures, and then he took me to the Rocky statue. So it was pretty cool because since it was so late at night, it was like 10 something. We didn't have to worry about a bunch of traffic and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, so that was pretty cool. And after that, we went to go see the Rocky statue. And it's funny because I was like, I'm not about to walk up those steps to go see this statue. He was like, no, 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 it's cool. Like Rocky's on the ground over here. I was like, no, on the website it said you had to climb them same steps that Rocky climbed. Oh yeah, just so y'all know, I'm probably gonna blow this account purposely. And he was like, nah, it should be cool. Man, we walked around that damn corner, and guess what? Rocky was at the top of them damn steps. So I had to climb them steps in my cute dress and sandals. I just got whipped. That stopped me out to the tick just to go to my take profit. But anyway, so yeah, I walked up all them goddamn steps to take pictures by the Rocky statue as well. And I think after the Rocky statue is when we came home. The Tradeify account, yeah, I'm gonna blow it on purpose. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Yeah, like I said, I was gonna blow this account purposely before I got on the stream just so I didn't have to stream and I could go lay down. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys for a little bit. Let me see how much left I have. Now I am gonna tell you guys I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'll wait until I'm back in my element. That was crazy. Literally stopped me out to the But anyway, but yeah, so I had a really, really great birthday. Like, I legit told him that was the best birthday I've probably ever had in my life. Um, he did a really good job, and I had no hand in planning anything, and I actually had a lot of fun. Like, I don't really celebrate my birthday ever. Like, it's just another day to me, honestly. Um, and I don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, I'm grateful. Everybody doesn't get to see their next birthday or even the next day, period. But I think also that when you have a certain level of peace in your life and you just enjoy life, period, even if you're not doing, like, I don't have to do anything fun. I enjoy life. I've told you guys before, like, I spent the majority of my childhood being angry, depressed, sad, anxious, stuff like that. So as an adult, I don't have those feelings very often anymore. And so because of that, I'm just grateful to see another day. You know what I mean? A lot of times my family will force me to go out to eat on my birthday or something like that. But like, I just have not for real celebrated my birthday in a long time. Um, so yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you. Not you got stuff to do tomorrow. Concepts and sandals. I did, y'all. I did. So he sent me pictures. Let me see. Still kind of like updated. Most of the places we were at, the lighting was so ass. All right, hold on. I'm gonna email some of these to myself so I can bring them up on the screen. Oh, we have some news going on. Oh yeah, y'all. It's so hot. My hair just completely frizzed out, honey. Oh, just a mess. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, he should have used this portrait mode. Just be yeah. Y'all, he recorded me running up these goddamn steps. Alright, let's see. Hold on. He took a lot of pictures, so I'm trying to find like the ones with some of the best lighting. That dairy still fucking you up. I said that dairy still fucking you up.
Oh. Yeah, all over.
Yeah.
70%.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Really? Okay. Right. Oh no, what did it change? Alright. I'm trying to make sure I also have pictures of my food. Because I know somebody in here gonna want that. Alright, where's that? This. Oh yeah, y'all, and I called my babies last night, and they sang me happy birthday. And after they were done singing me happy birthday, my nephew goes, "Happy birthday to Twain." I said, "Wait a second, it's not your birthday, it's TT's birthday." He said, "No, it's my birthday, it's my birthday." I'm like, "No, it's not how it works." Alright, send these to myself. Wait, where did the other pictures go? Point of control is actually right here near the overnight high. Wait, this is what I'm looking for. Sorry for the clicks. Give me a second. Hold on, one of the pictures is. I was looking for. Oh, two of them didn't say. Oh my goodness. Oh, drafts. Oh wait, they did say. Okay, wait, no, they didn't. Alright, just gotta add these up. Wait, oh. Alright, I'm about to bring them up on the computer. Sorry, guys. Put the video on Discord. Okay. But yeah, she said she hates those who take the train. I never said that. Parents passed away in 2021. I was there losing that you did as well. Yeah, so this is actually my first time in Philly ever. I've never, the only places I've been to on the East Coast were New York. I don't think I've been to Jersey. Well, technically, we went yesterday for a brief moment. I've been to New York. I've been to like the DMV area. I've been to like Virginia Beach. I've been to North Carolina, Winston-Salem, but I've never been to Philly. So yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed myself. Let me go to. I have like $200 of drawdown left in this account, so in 2 trades I'm gonna end up on it. But yeah, I wanted a fresh start. So, all right, let me download all of these. I hate how like fancy restaurants and stuff be having the really bad lighting, because a lot of the pics are just not great. You love Philly. America needs to do better with public transportation. I agree. Like, Um, where I live, the public transportation is not that great. I mean, I do live in the burbs, so all you really have is the bus system, but that's really it. And I mean, I don't really know how great it is as far as like, how many buses you have to take on a traditional route to get where you want to go. I have no idea. Like I said, the only public transportation I've really taken, in my own city at least, is just the Metro Link, which is like the like a monorail type of thing. And I've only done that like when we used to go to baseball games and stuff. That kind of was the best way to get there, was to park at one of the stations kind of near my house, and then take the Metro Link. That was always the best thing to do. Let me see. But that's it. I've never done anything else. I got to Hartford, Connecticut a few years ago. So much easier than flying. See, for me, baby, just put me on a plane wherever. I don't want to take no train, no bus. Put me on a goddamn plane. Subways give you anxiety. Me too, Janelle. Baby, I was like, I don't want to go down there. He's like, come on, come on, come on. I'm like, look, it's wet down there. We gotta go. And so the funny thing was, I was happy that I did not see a rat. But then on our way up, like on one of the last steps, there was like this huge roach, and baby, it just made, I almost threw up. I almost threw up. Legit, I almost threw up. And I was like, yeah, no. So I took pictures because I was like, okay, nobody can say I've never come inside of a subway. I don't ever need to do this again. No worries. No worries. All right, let's see if I can put these over here. Oh shit. Why are they pulling up over there? All right, so this was the birthday cake that they gave me. Oh, I can't turn it. But either way, it was really nice. So this was like a huge mound of whipped cream. And they had a little candle in there, and then they give you a birthday card, which I'm almost certain is hand. It almost looks handwritten, but I can't tell because you know how some fonts look handwritten, but it actually looks handwritten. And so this was like the yellow cake underneath the ice cream, and you can see the pecans. And like I said, there was like a caramel drizzled on it or whatever. So that was that. So he's pescatarian, so he got this was our appetizer. Stop pulling up over here, you idiots. This was the appetizer. So he got like a lobster roll. And then I had got, this was calamari, and there was some fried shrimp in here as well. And so when they asked about allergies, I was like, yeah, I'm allergic to eggs. But I literally told him that as long as the eggs are not cooked, it's fine. So they literally did not bring me the other sauce because it had eggs in it, but it was not cooked. It's like how you can read some salad dressings have egg in it. And I told them it was fine, but they were like, we take allergies very serious. Like when they brought out the actual entrees, um, the girl was like, okay, she can have this, but I don't know about this. We have to ask. I was like, listen, I'm a nurse. If it was that serious, I would tell you no egg, period. I'm like, it's not anything where I need an EpiPen. It just affects certain things in my body and it's not good. But as long as it's not cooked, I'm fine. Oh my God. So yeah, I just had the cocktail sauce because they refused to bring me the other one because they were so afraid of my egg allergy. Um, so that was that. And then, oh, this was a better angle of the the cake ice cream and the big mound of whipped cream, which I did not eat. And then so oh, there's the other picture of the food. Y'all, this food was so good. So I had a New York strip, medium, and then they had like this sweet potato mash that had some kind of like vanilla bean something in it, and it was caramelized pecans. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what that was on the top, but it was so good. And then this was shells and cheese, and it actually made me pretty nauseous. He had Chilean sea bass, which he said was really good. But yeah, I couldn't eat very much. And I told him, I was like, I don't know if it was the shells and cheese or the fact that it was carb and carb. Because I don't really consume a lot of carbs. Most of my carb sources come from fruit. Like, I don't really eat pastas very much. And bread, I always do keto bread. So I don't know. But I got really, really nauseous eating the mac and cheese or whatever. And so I stopped eating that. All right. So, oh, this was when we were at Love Park by the fountains or whatever. By this time, I just pulled my hair back in a ponytail because it was hot and I was tired. It was just too much food. Yeah, all the carbs. Yeah, the carbs just didn't completely end. Thank you, thank you. Somebody peed down there, girl. Oh, y'all talking about the subway? Threw up on the benches. Oh, see, I can't do it. Yeah, yeah, and I told them I was like, I completely understand. If it was something where I needed an EpiPen or something, like I would legit completely stay away. But chicken and eggs, it's more of I mean, it is an allergy, but it's not anything where I have to worry about my throat closing or nothing like that. It's just gonna like fuck up my whole reproductive system within usually not even 24 hours. But yeah, so that's that picture. We took one. This one you can kind of see the rest of my dress, but like I said, I my hair just completely frizzed out. But that's because I don't use really high heat on it. But I had straightened it before I came. So yeah, that was my dress. Can't see my shoes, but I wear flats. I'm tall, no heels. Um, but yeah, so that was us at dinner, and then this was the picture he made me take. He was like, turn around at the edge of the steps and take a picture like Rocky. So I had to do that. But yeah, all the other pictures really didn't have the best lighting. You know, fancy restaurants have no goddamn light. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I gotta see if I could um post the video on Discord. At one point after at one point my sandal like flipped off. I'm like, oh my god. And then I'm running up and I'm like, okay, so two more flights. And then I got up, I said, no, it's still another two more flights. But it was cool, it was fun. But yeah, I told him I was like, because when he was saying that they had the statue started at the top of the steps and they moved it down low, and I was like, I wonder if they moved it down low off to the side because you know people who are disabled and stuff like that can't go up the steps to go see the statue. Um, but at the same time, when we got up to the top, I realized that because it's in front of the art museum, there's like a little I guess you could say driveway kind of. I'm like, well, if somebody's disabled, they just need to be, you know, the car needs to come to the top through the top of the art museum and then or the front of it, like at the top of the steps, and then they can see the statue because it doesn't make sense to not have the statue at the top of the steps. Now I never seen Rocky, but I know he ran up a whole bunch of steps to get to the top. But yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It's very fun and exhausting. He, we call each other Nana and Papa because he's always tired. And he always used to call, or he always calls me Nana because, like, I'm always, I have an old soul. I'm an old lady. But yesterday I was like, look, you get to be a papa tonight. You can go to sleep. Like, I understand. It's okay. You don't have to stay up for me because I'm a night owl. So, you know, everybody's not like, I was like, after the day we had, we literally, I think we left to go to the other world place at like maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock. And after we came from eating Chuck E. Cheese, we were able to come back and take like a 30-minute nap. And then we were getting ready for dinner. And we didn't get back here until like 11:30. So we literally had like a damn near 12-hour day. And for the first thing to be like and this was, we were in that place for 3 hours walking around, like trying to find clues, going back here. Oh, I remember this from, oh, shoot, this poster shows us that the four places we need these clues from is in these rooms, and I couldn't remember where the fuck we was going. And thankfully, he had really good memory, so he could kind of navigate us around. But baby, that was a full day for real. Like even I was tired. I got in the shower and I did like a little bit of, I wrote down like the trades from yesterday since I didn't have time to journal after, since we kind of went straight out, and I got straight into bed. I'm like, let me get in the shower first. So as soon as I'm done looking at this stuff, I'm going straight into bed. Like I was tired, and I'm not normally tired like that at all. But yeah. Yeah, it is a lot of activity for one day. Good morning, Timbo. How are you this morning? But yeah, so today, since I leave tomorrow night, um, today we're going to, there's some kind of market. Let me see. Um, um, there was like this website I had. Oh, we're going to Reading Terminal Market. I want to go there because a lot of people said that the food is pretty good. Um, yeah, so I want to go there, and I just want to get an authentic Philly cheesesteak, and that's it. We don't need to do nothing else. You hear me? Nothing. I'm tired. It's hot. I'm tired. So yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. Hmm. All right, but yeah. So I just want to relax for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna lie. Ish kebab, ish kebibbles, or a cheesecake. Let me see how far that is from me. Um, I still all right, that's like 15. Oh, that might be too far. Damn, why is it so? Oh, just cause traffic. Maybe if we go a little bit later, it's like 20 miles from here. Um, yeah, hopefully. So, I think I had a cheesesteak about a month ago, and I didn't get food poisoning. That was my first time in years having a cheesesteak because um, the last two times I had Philly cheesesteaks, I had food poisoning. I had a cheesesteak pizza from Papa John's, And I just charged it to like, oh, maybe the meat was old and they didn't know, because I highly doubt people, buy Philly cheesesteak pizzas very often. So maybe that's the problem. Well, then a couple weeks later, or maybe a couple months later, I ended up having a Philly cheesesteak sub from Penn Station. It's like a really popular sub place in St. Louis. I don't know if they have it anywhere else. Um, and so totally different franchise. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a sub place, so I know that they sell Philly cheesesteaks quite often. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll get one. I had food poisoning again. And whichever one was the one that gave me projectile vomiting, that was the worst experience ever. I'd rather it come out the other end, because projectile vomiting is so painful. Like, I was throwing up with such force that it was like throwing my body in a C shape, and my back was hurting so bad for like a week after. And so I was scared of Philly cheesesteaks from there. I guess it was just two really bad experiences. I don't fucking know. But I've had a cheesesteak since. My mom got me one from this. I don't know really what you call it, but my cousin, who's starting a food truck or something, he ended up making it. He makes his bread from scratch too, and it was so good. And I didn't get food poisoning, so I felt great. But yeah. He came in here and said, okay, I'm going back to sleep. Mind you, he's been asleep since like midnight. He's tired though. Eat some fruit and go home. I'm weak. No, 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 no. I'm getting a cheesesteak because I don't think if I hadn't had a good experience since then, I definitely wouldn't do it. But I've had a good experience since then, so I think I'll be okay. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. Oh, man. Oh yeah. Anybody who trades with props, did you guys have Tradeovate continuously disconnecting yesterday? That's how I got that orange order on TPT yesterday. Um, I didn't realize, because my volume was off or really, really low, that my connection kept disconnecting yesterday. And so when I was journaling, for the little bit that I did journal yesterday, um, I just kept hearing disconnect, disconnect, and it was all my Tradeovate connections. So TPT, Tradeify, and my Apex Tradeovate account, my Apex Rhythmic account, and my personal account never disconnected yesterday. And I'm talking like it was disconnecting every 5 minutes. Girl, the Tradeify drama. Okay, wait, yes, let's do that, because I'm about to take a trade and blow this account, and yeah, we can leave that there. Um, okay, so I just don't be understanding. Okay, so let's talk about the Tradeify drama. So for those of you guys who do not know, Tradeify started a Tradeify TV, kind of like Top Step TV kind of thing or whatever. And they decided to feature Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn was one of the co-owners of Funded Futures Family, Futures Funded Family, whatever. The video that I made about the Danny Trades guy who was Ching Chong, like being racist towards Asians, they were co-owners, I guess you could say. So Danny has since been wiped out and been replaced by his dad, and Jay Dunn, I don't know if I feel like he completely resigned or he took a small role. I don't know. But he's been part of this Funded Futures family, and there has not been very many good things to say about that I've heard people say about that particular prop firm. But on top of that, before they started the prop firm, they both had they were like Discord owners, server owners, where you had to pay for mentorship courses, like that kind of thing. And I've always heard that they did not really deliver on that. And so people see them as like kind of scammers, honestly. So another little small part of the backstory before we talk about the drama that happened yesterday. Danny was caught. The reason why Danny had to step down is because he kept getting caught photoshopping his trading results, basically. And so one of the times, him and Patrick Whelan have been going back and forth for months now. And so one of his things was like, oh, everybody's going to owe me an apology, including Patrick, once they see these results, da 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 da, no Photoshop, blah, blah, and the motherfucker still Photoshopped. Not only did he do that, but one of the accounts that he Photoshopped was Jay Dunn's, right? His co-owner, his buddy. Now, when all of this drama with the Photoshopping was going on and he was saying how, everybody's going to owe him an apology, whatever, Jay Dunn was like behind him saying like, yeah, show them. But motherfucker, you knew that one of the accounts that he was supposedly trading was yours. He claimed that he let Danny trade his accounts. I don't believe that, to be honest with you. I think he probably sent Danny one of his, statements just from a like, look what I did today kind of thing. And he went and photoshopped it and used it as his. Okay. So because of all of that drama, people have always called them out as being scammers. You know what I mean? And so Tradeify TV decided to feature Jay Dunn on their Tradeify TV show yesterday. And so, Patrick basically went into the chat and was like going crazy for about a whole hour. And he got a text message from Brett Simba, the owner of Tradeify, basically like, are you going to stop? Like, if you're not going to stop like this, we're cutting ties, basically. And Patrick was just basically like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you are promoting a scammer, basically, and I'm not going to shut my mouth about it. And so they cut ties. Now, so that's the whole thing. Drama because Patrick did not like that they featured a scammer. And so because of that, it kind of, some people are trying to use it as like Tradeify cut ties with him. But if Brett Simba texted him and said like, hey, are you going to stop kind of thing? And Patrick kept going, I see it as Patrick basically cut ties with them. That's the way I see it. Let me see. I think it was just a problem. Suspended credit brokerage. Jay Dunn was on the first week. Oh, see, I did not know he was on the first week. Signed a nice contract with Funding Tick, so he's making at least $1 million a year. Exactly. Okay, so here is my take on the drama, right? Tradeify made a statement about a month and a half ago about how, if they have any affiliates with Tradeify who promote new companies and those new companies shut down within 60 days, they are going to cut ties with that affiliate because they feel like it's the affiliate's job basically to protect the interests of their followers, by not pulling them into the next shiny object. And I wouldn't say 100%. I 95% agree with that because y'all know how I feel about influencers and some of the things that they do, right? So my thing is, if you are going to cut ties with affiliates who promote what you deem as a scam because a company shuts down within 60 days, and it could genuinely be a company that I wouldn't say has good intentions because you started a company where the only way you succeed is by other people failing. But when I say good intentions in this context, I mean you didn't have intentions of taking the money and running and scamming people. But if that's what you deem as a scam company, essentially because they shut down in 60 days, how can you break ties with affiliates who promote these scam companies, but you are featuring a scammer? A known scammer in the industry. But at the same time, there are people who refuse to ever become customers of Tradeify because of what I guess Brett has done in the past of doing crypto rug pulls and some kind of scamming or something. I don't know. I do understand that as a business owner, Patrick showed that his last payout for June, because they paid him completely out since they were cutting ties, his affiliate payout was $100,000, I think $106,000 or something, whatever. Now he might have a higher percentage than, the standard affiliate percentage. I don't know. But even if you take him having just the traditional 15% affiliate commission, that means that he brings Tradeify $700,000 a month in sales. Okay. I don't know if as a business owner, I would put and it's not to say that because Patrick leaves your company fails, but to put $700,000 a month in sales on the line for somebody who is not even going to bring you $700,000 a month in sales is insane to me. It is. Because in the grand scheme of things, Patrick was the number one trader over there. You can see it on the leaderboards. He's live. He was literally the number one trader for them. He's 99% chance he's your number one affiliate. I don't know if I can put my business on the line from a standpoint of my number one affiliate, my number one trader is gone for this person. I can't see that. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. What is this going up? I think that was from the there was, what is that, natural gas, or I think it was natural gas storage news, very briefly. Girl, yes, they have so much drama. And then I think it's funny that people are trying to say it's Patrick's karma because of how he called out, like he basically kind of called out Tradeify when Thrive shut down. He called Tradeify out for their previous post about like, okay, are you going to cut ties with these affiliates? And they cut ties with Kellyanne, and so her and some of her people are kind of trying to call it karma that now probably a week later they cut ties with Patrick. I don't see that as synonymous. They're not even remotely the same thing. But yeah, I mean, to me, Patrick stood on business. You want to promote a scammer, but you want to get rid of affiliates who promote scam companies. Well, that's a little crazy. It just is. They were Brett and Jay-Dance were friends before all of this. But see, this is the thing. This is why you don't mix personal and business, right? Because even if we were friends before all of this, from a business perspective, I'm sorry, I'm not putting my business on the line for you. I'm not. And like I said, I don't think that they're going to fail just because Patrick is gone. But that's $700,000 a month in sales that you're now missing out on. And mind you, I think that Brett posted yesterday that they had paid out like $700,000 yesterday, or in the last 24 hours or whatever. And so I don't know, just thinking about how much in sales that you're going to be missing out on, because let's be real here. There are people who follow Patrick who, because he's no longer associated with you, like I've seen so many posts of screenshots of people canceling their Tradeify accounts because where Patrick goes, they go. Now, I'm not going to say his entire community is going to do that, but there are people who were not even associated with Patrick from an affiliate standpoint, who were like, oh, you want to promote Jay Dunn? Cool, I'm canceling my accounts as well. Like, people are canceling their accounts just because you want to be associated with this person. Why is that worth it to you? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. So I don't know. It's just a very crazy and weird situation to me. It really is. Really is. I don't know. I guess we see what happens. I don't know. I was about to say, can this account just blow, please? How much do I have left? I still got $190. Jesus Christ. All right. I just want that account to go. Please. First contract with funding tips. You decided to do it. Still not good use the funding tips affiliate. Exactly. And I mean, Patrick said last year, I think last year alone, he made like $5 million in affiliate commissions. So, I mean, I think even without funding ticks, he still was going to make a lot of money in affiliate commissions regardless. And then I was looking and I saw people complaining how I guess with funding ticks, you only get like 60% of your payouts or something, and they're mad because Patrick doesn't like state that publicly and all this other stuff. It is not for this man to get on stream every day and tell you about all the rules. Like, go read the fucking rules. If you are buying accounts and not looking at the rules, well, then that's your fucking fault. You are grown. Go read. That simple. I just don't be understanding people. People want to blame other people for every fucking thing, and it really irritates me. Because why? I just don't get it. Exactly, Amelia. Because that's basically what you're telling me is that you're illiterate. Because why are you not reading the rules? I don't understand. I don't know. You can't tell these people shit. There's no way I just go and sign up for an account just because. Like, what? I don't. People are weird. How many contracts do I have to do to roll this account? 3. But yeah, 5 mil if I'm not mistaken. None of them should be throwing stones. Absolutely not. And then I'm so sick of. Maybe it's just because of the community where I get most of this information from. I just don't be understanding, like, whatever. It's just like a person who was trying to call out Patrick for not fighting for somebody's payout. The person DCA'd. The rules say no DCAing, but he's supposed to fight for that. You don't even fight for legitimate denials. So why are we expecting for him to fight for somebody's payout and they were denied like they're supposed to be? Y'all, I just don't understand him. I don't and I won't. I do not and I will not. You're going to LA this weekend? Ooh. What are you going to do when you're there? That sounds like fun. This person got a question. So he bought that he didn't get the free account. He bought the wrong account and insisted when he bought it. The disclaimer said he would get a free account. Yep. So he basically bought a starter account. Is that what happened? Can you please just blow? I think I can blow it with the 3 contracts. I don't even have my funded futures, and I know that promo was for starter plus and expert accounts. Oh, that's the retirement thing. Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun. Like no reset before you buy and ask. Exactly. Oh no, we fucking. It's not what I want. Yeah, like I don't, why am I supposed to fight for you doing the wrong thing? I'm so confuzzled. Why? I just don't be understanding. And the thing is, like, if you buy the wrong account, like, there's nothing that I or even support can do for you most of the time. This is why you pay attention. This is why companies have so many disclaimers and click this button to agree to this. Like, you're not finna sit here and tell me that this entire time, nobody has, for this entire promo, nobody has bought the starter account and gotten the free account, but the disclaimer showed that you were supposed to get it of everybody who's purchased this entire time. Like, come on, bro. Just take responsibility. You did the wrong thing. It is what it is. People, fucking people. I don't know. I make it a habit of reading like everything. I even read terms and conditions. I usually will like save the terms and conditions just in case I need to go back through them later. Uh, and I have to read all the rules. Like, obviously, with me being a micro scalper or what they would deem as a micro scalper, I have to read all the rules anyway. But it just amazes me. People like, and I kind of this used to happen a lot of times in the Apex Discord as well. But I don't understand how people can come into a public place. Like, I could see if, all right, I'm live and somebody has like a question that's not easy to find in an FAQ, or maybe it's something that confuses them with a rule or something like that, and they just want clarity. I understand that. But going into Discords and saying, hey, so and so, how many trading days for this prop firm, or what's the payout rules for this? Like, bitch, go read. Asking a question for clarity is totally, completely different from, asking a question and you clearly are showing that you are not taking the initiative to like find the answer yourself. And then when you give them the wrong answer, they'll sit there and talk so much shit about the fact that you gave them the wrong answer when, bitch, if you would have just went and rated your goddamn self, I wouldn't have given you the wrong anything. Why do you want to get an answer from someone anyway when it's your job to find the answer yourself, weirdo? Girl, I think questions about the consistency rule, and I understand that most people's favorite subject is not math, but consistency questions literally drive me crazy. They do. I don't care that the math is part of it. It drives me crazy. But I like when Alpine, like when people ask Alpine, he'll be like, "It's not a rule. It's an objective." Like, I like that because, yeah, technically it's more of an objective. Like, just make sure that your highest day is not bigger than such and such. But like I said, a lot of people just are not great at math. So I guess I get it. I don't know. Challenge. Never mind. It was just a general. What is the consistency for the prop? Oh God, hell no. Go look, motherfucker. Like, at this point, if it's not a straight to funded account, I just assume that I'm probably like the consistency before I even look. That the consistency is probably anywhere from 30 to 40%. That's pretty standard across the board for most props. I said, bitch, get real. Cause I listen, that was one thing that used to really, really bother me in network marketing was like, usually your role or your title is an independent business owner. You're an IBO. Where is the independence here? Because you are dependent on everybody for everything. Like, and I don't get it. Stop asking people these crazy ass questions and go find it yourself. And like I said, if people ask me questions for clarity, because I've gotten some really good questions, before, or like people giving me their exact scenario type of question. fine, no problem. But when it seems like you're trying to use me as your almanac, as your encyclopedia, as your dictionary for rules, well, that's where I have a problem, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not. But yeah, okay, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to blow this account. I'm just gonna take a bunch of trades. Okay, so let me tell you guys this. So I was having a conversation with ChatGPT last night. All right, so when I was using up down tick, because of the way that order flow is calculated with up down tick, what made the most sense was me comparing my reversal bar to whatever bar has the highest volume that closes like in the reversal bar range. It made sense because I'm trading with up down tick. With bid ask, I don't think that that's supposed to be the thing. I think I'm supposed to look and see which I think I'm supposed to look and see which bar has the highest delta leading up to the reversal bar. Because, you know, with bid ask, you are trading against the aggressive buyers and sellers, not just like passive control and limit orders and stuff like that. And so I was asking ChatGPT last night because, you know, with me switching the settings again, it makes sense where you're trading bid ask to look for whichever bar has the highest delta. So eventually, after like I probably asked it like in 4 different ways and even given different scenarios, like, are you sure about this, whatever. And basically it said that because I did switch to bid ask, I do need to look at the bar with the highest delta, because essentially I'm trying to make sure that my reversal bar beats out the most aggressive, if I'm getting into a sell, the most aggressive buyers leading up to the reversal bar, and vice versa for buys. And so I'm probably just gonna sit here and just like play around with some stuff, just take a whole bunch of trades. Because I genuinely believe the highest delta makes the most sense right now, but that's not how I've been trading. And so yeah, I'm probably not gonna be on tomorrow. So because I just need a break. And I have to travel and stuff tomorrow too. So I kind of just want to relax, not wake up early and all that other stuff, and just reset my mind. The account's going to reset over the weekend after I blow it. And that way I can start fresh on Monday and kind of leave it there. So we'll see. But yeah, let me get out of here so I can relax after looking at this for a little minute. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Exactly. I want to just start fresh. And hopefully this weekend I have a little bit of time to kind of just play around with it and see what I like, what I don't like in the process of switching this, and just kind of go from there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We had some really good conversation today. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning back home in my element. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And I will see you guys Monday. Bye, guys.